Hi everyone, I'm Alison with Continental Bead Suppliers. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Duet, a 2-strand bracelet made using our gorgeous O-Link specialty chain. This sweet bracelet is perfect for so many occasions. Created here with the pearls, it would make a gorgeous adornment for a bride. Using the pearl chain by itself would be super for bridesmaids. Using a completely different bead or stone, it would make a versatile everyday option. You choose. Let's begin. To create the 7-inch Duet bracelet, we will be using about 10 inches of the flat O-Link specialty chain. The part number is CH-884. We'll be cutting this into one 15-link length, and then the rest will be cut into 8 individual little links. We'll just separate them. One 12 by 7 millimeter lobster clasp. The part number is C902. 6 6mm 21 gauge jump rings. The part number is JR6. 4 4mm 21 gauge jump rings. Part number is JR4. 7 2-inch 20 gauge Eyepins. Part number is E/P2. And 1 2-inch 20 gauge headpin. Part number is H/P2. We'll be using 8 of the 6mm crystal pearls here. You can use any other bead. Just remember that if you're using a freshwater pearl, you'll need to reduce the size of the gauge, make this a little bit finer for these items here. 2 pairs of flat nose pliers, 1 pair of round nose pliers, and a flush cutter. We're going to begin by creating some pearl links which will attach to these little links that we separated from the chain. So this is going to be done with an open loop. We'll begin by threading the pearl onto an eye pin, and what I'd like you to be aware of is to make sure that the loop that we're going to form on the other end is actually in the same direction as this one, so it's not going to be sort of turned like on a different angle like that. I want them both facing the same way. I think that would make everything lie a little better. So the way that we do that is just position the pearl on the eye pin here. I usually take my nail and just bend the wire down this way and cut this to about a centimetre. Take the round nose pliers, and again I've got my pliers marked here. I'm just going to flip this. If you don't happen to get it going in quite the right direction, just flip them round, and that forms a nice little link like that. So we have 7 more of these to do. We'll just work our way through. I'll do one more for you and then come back when I've completed these. They're really quite quick to do once you get into a little bit of a rhythm with them. There we go. I'll just complete the others and come back. So I've completed all these little pearl links. The last thing that I did was with the head pin, I just put the last pearl onto here and created what's going to be a little charm for the end of an extender that we're going to build. So I'll just set that aside for a second. We're going to start attaching these pearl links onto the chain links here. So I'm going to use my flat nose pliers for that. So just open the link by raising the opening there. They will slip on quite quickly. Just make sure everything is closed nice and neat. Open the other end. We're just going to work our way along. I often like to take decorative links apart and use them in other ways. I think it just adds to the versatility of the chain. Whoops. Oh, that one wants to roll off. I will save that one shortly. So I'll finish these up and come back. So here you can see I've completed the little pearl connector links and attached them onto the chain that we took apart, and the lengths equal each other. That's why the 6mm bead works so nicely. Next thing we're going to do is attach a 4mm jump ring onto the end of each piece of chain, onto each end. So let's do that. Make sure these are closed nicely, no big gaps in them. Last one. Okay. So the next thing we'll be doing is taking one of these 6mm jump rings, and we're going to attach both lengths of chain and the lobster claw. So let's move this along here. And the lobster clasp. So that's that. Then we're going to attach a 6mm ring to this other end. I just want to make sure at this point that the chain is lying flat, so that it's not going to be twisted when it goes on. So that one's flat there. And then this one will be the same thing. So I'm actually going to start with this link. So we'll open the next ring. Attach this one here. And the full chain piece. Once again, make sure that everything is closed nicely, nice and flat. So the next little thing, I could finish it like that, but I think it's always nice to have the option of having an extender on it. I don't happen to have any extender chain handy, so I'm actually going to build a little extender chain out of these remaining 6mm rings. So it's just a question of connecting them individually onto this 6mm ring that we had placed on here. You can certainly use an extender chain if you have it. I just wanted to share a little hack to use if you don't have any chain suitable. So you can see that we're just extending it here. Almost there. I just think it's a nice finishing detail to put on the end of pieces. So with the last one that we're going to connect, we're actually going to put the little charm on that we had made earlier. Again, all about the details. Add that onto the end there. That's that. And then we're going to connect the lobster claw anywhere along this link, but that's probably a nice spot. And there we have Duet Bracelet. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, we love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.